Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please click like and subscribe and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, no matter how good it is or how much it costs, it's just whiskey, folks. Today we're going to be talking about and revisiting Benromach. I did cover the Benromach 10-year-old in a previous video, and I compared it to the Benromach Smoky 10. So if you'd like more background information on the distillery, I highly recommend checking out that past video. And what I said in that past video is what we're going to do today. We're going to compare the standard 10-year-old to their peat smoke. Neither one mention on the labels or the packaging whether they're color added or chill filtered. So I emailed Benromach, and I'm going to read the email. Thank you for your email. I hope you are well. Benromach whiskey has no added color. However, we do indeed apply chill filtration to our 10-year-old and 15-year-old products due to the alcohol strength and to assure consistency and quality of liquid to our valued customers. Chill filtration is a process whereby whiskey is chilled prior to filtration to ensure the bottled product retains its clarity. When you draw a sample of whiskey from the cask, it will be crystal clear. However, once you add water, a haze, cloudy form will form. This is due to the process of fatty acids compounds, which are held in solution in alcohol. Once the alcohol content is reduced through the addition of water, the compounds, insoluble in water, are released, causing the whiskey to appear cloudy. The purpose is to remove these fatty acids to ensure clarity of the liquid at set strength, 43%, such as our Benromach 10-year-old and 15-year-old. We have selected 43% ABV volume as being able to provide the correct balance of aroma and flavors to our customers. For our cask strength products, no filtration is required due to the alcohol content keeping the fatty acids in solution, so maintaining the clarity of product our customers expect. So two things. One, she makes no mention of the peat smoke, which is at 46 ABV. But the standard 10-year-old is 43%. And you'll notice that these are both the old style bottlings and packaging. They have since rebranded and repackaged. So this video is in April of 2021. The new packaging and rebranding has already rolled out by now and is hitting the shelves, I'm sure. The other thing which I found interesting, she said that refers to the chill filter for their valued customers. And then at the last, she says, so maintaining the clarity of product our customers expect. So that's interesting in who are, or what does Benromach consider their value customers, and what do their customers expect? It seems to me most of us whiskey nerds, whiskey tubers, gravitate towards no color and non-chill filtration. So I'm wondering what their value customers are. Is it an Asian market? Is it some other market that I'm not familiar with? But I do find it interesting that they stick to that. And what's interesting that to me, why they chill filter, I don't understand, because they go through so much wording to tell you how, what a small distillery, everything is handcrafted, but they still want a chill filter. So I don't really understand why they do that, but they do, and it's out of our hands. Okay, so the Benromach 10-year-old, I just want to read the side of the packaging. It says, delicious forest fruits and creamy malt, a wisp of smoke, and lingering, luscious sherry notes. So they don't make any mention on how long it was matured in sherry casks. We have no idea. They don't make any reference to the casks on the 43% on the 10-year-old Benromach. But you can see that the 10-year-old 43% is much darker than the peat smoke. And the peat smoke, which we're going to go into that, the peat smoke does say that it is this particular peat smoke. They make one every year. But this particular peat smoke is the distilled in 2008, bottled in 2018, and on the label, it does say aged 10 years in oak casks. And on the box, it does say first fill bourbon casks. It makes no mention of sherry, which makes sense because it is considerably lighter. Okay, so the Benromach 10-year-old, 43%, no color adding, but it is chill filtered. Really nice nose. It reminds me of fruity, a little bit of bubblegum, little vanilla. On the nose, it reminds me a little bit of Kalila. But they are correct. It's a wisp of smoke. So this is really not by any means heavily peated or heavily smoked. It has a hint of that in it. Beautiful nose. Medium viscosity, slightly astringent. It's got a slight dryness to it, a subtle sweetness to it, with a medium finish. And it's damn good. It's damn good. All right. Now, this 10-year-old was bottled in 2018, as well as this peat smoke. This was also bottled in 2018. I opened this bottle first when I did the review, comparing it to the Benromach Smoky 10. And I opened the peat smoke sometime after this, and you can see by the levels which one I'm enjoying a little bit better. What I found interesting is the nose isn't quite as pronounced because as the 10-year-old, because of the peat and smoke are predominant. It does not compare at all to an Isla smoky peat. Much more subtle, but you do get that smoke, the peat, that cigar ash on the nose. But every dram I've poured of this, it does cloud up a little bit. It has that Scotch mist, which would make me believe that it is not chill filtered, but they haven't clarified that. So maybe they do just I don't know how, but maybe they do less of a chill filtration than this. And I even added water to it, not on this sample, but earlier, and it does cloud up. And I put it in the refrigerator, and it does get cloudy. Mouthfeel, in my opinion, not as dry. Really no astringency, but it does have a little bit of dryness to it. It's not very sweet. And I would say it has a medium to medium long finish, closer to the medium. The finish is a little bit longer than the 10-year-old, in my opinion. Very, very nice whiskey. Today, for some reason, it's not hitting me as well as all the previous drams I poured out of there. But I would rate this a little bit higher. So what would I give for scores? In my opinion, for my score, I would give the 10-year-old, we'll say an 86 to 88. And I would give this peat smoke, the 2008 distilled peat smoke, I would give that an 87 to an 89. And I give these ranges because on any given day they can be less or more than what you had expected. So that about wraps it up. Thank you very much. Click like and subscribe, please, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And hats off to you all, and take care.